Alright, so in these videos we're going to start to talk about the idea of a class, which if you read the assignment introduction, I think I said that it's sort of like a factory that creates objects, or a recipe or a blueprint, set of instructions that the computer uses to build small parts of programs that each have kind of a distinct function. You can imagine a video game that needs to generate at random enemies. And so each of those enemies has a set of abilities, it remembers its position, its health, etc. And each of those will be produced from something like a class, where it just kind of generates as many, enemy biscuits as you need from your recipe, puts them in the game, and lets them kind of go about their business. So we're gonna start by creating a simple class to represent this circle that's bouncing around on the screen right now, because as it's set up right now, we're just using this single kind of area like we have been. So we've got this circle X, circle Y, X speed, Y speed, some basic stuff. Initially we just set the circle X and Y to the middle, and the X and Y speed do a random number between -5 and 5. And then this happens obviously 60 times per second. This draw loop, so 60 times per second, it's like one frame of animation. What it does is it redraws the background, sets the fill to a kind of light gray, moves the circle around by incrementing the position based on the speed. And then if the circle hits the wall in the X direction, it changes its speed, flips it from positive to negative or negative to positive, and the same in the Y direction, then just draws the circle. Well, what if we wanted to create like another circle, or 10 more circles, or 50 more circles? Well, we would just get exponentially more. I mean, it's 4 variables just to control one circle. That's very simple. So you'd have 50 times 4, 200 variables that we would have to create just to accomplish that task. So it quickly becomes obvious that it's not really a sustainable thing for us to do, nor is it efficient. And computers are really good at repetitive tasks like that and keeping track of large quantities of data. So what we're going to do, instead of creating 50 individual variables, is we're going to create a recipe for a circle object, and then we can make as many of them from the recipe, or ask the computer to make as many of them from the recipe as we like.